wanted to see the crazy puppy, and that's you. Hello. Hi. I know, you want to paw me in the face for some reason. Why do you always want to hit me in the face? I just want to scratch your head and love you, and you're just like, yeah, but how about if I just pierce your lip with my claw, Papa? Isn't that what you want, Papa? There was one stream, back when I started streaming, where she just laid down on the floor for the whole time I was playing. And I had a pupper cam on her and everything. It was very cute. Yes, your little puppuccino pupper cam. And it never happened again. She hasn't laid down while I've been streaming, ever. Oh, broken tongue! Do you see the broken tongue? The tongue is broken. Just like your brain. Just like the brain. Yeah, she is beautiful. That's the problem. She knows she's beautiful. Okay, why are you eating? There you go. They want to see your pretty face. Oh, your derp tongue! Did you guys see the derp tongue? She has such a derp tongue all the time. Jovi has the best derp tongue. She is happy all the time. She is literally happy all the time. She's always at 1,000% all the time. She's always fighting and licking and running and eating all the time. She has no off switch. She has no chill in her game whatsoever. But she's alright. We might keep her. Yeah, we might. What do you think? Think we might keep you? Yes, I think so. Okay. Like, you don't need resources, asshole. We gave you a bone dragon. Why would you need resources? And I'm like, oh, I don't know, because maybe I'm just playing a stupid fucking asshole run that demands that I play like a fucking idiot. Well, they're like, well, that doesn't seem like a very smart thing to do now, does it? Fuck! Watch what happens. Panty shot! What is going on with this golf game? It's a golf game where it's like, if you hit it in the water, you know what you're gonna see. Some spoiled schoolgirl panties. Oh yeah. I think I'm good, Nintendo. Thanks. Good lord. Come on.
One bullet left. Clip that shit.
Okay. Ah! No! 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 I did. What kind of hitbox bullshit is that? All the hammers in the world.
genital modding?
Right underneath scarring.
Hold on. There's nothing under there. Why would you tease me like that, Weems?
Yeah, there is. I'm seeing a naked tab on my TV screen right now. Maybe you have it turned off in the settings or something.
I've been missing nudity this whole time?
Yeah, you get to see it all.
Jesus! Where? Show genitals! Oh my god! There's been genitals this entire time? This changes the entire game for me. I can have a little quiet dick in there. That's crazy. By the way, great set of fake tits on this gnome. Let me tell you. Like, in the Underdark, they must... Oh, there it is. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. You're making me crazy. No, it isn't a secret, weekret, burfy, worfy day. I mean, it seems like it should be a seeky, weeky, burfy, worfy day. But anyway, hello. Welcome in. Happy not birthday to Plungy Wungy. A little morning, burfy, worfy day, streamy, weemy. For him, we're going to do Gold Rush today because we were going to do the 3D whatever game and it's not working and I don't want to make it work. And there you go. Picked another game and Gold Rush came up on the wheel. Do that. But first, we are going to actually show the game.
Get yourself hard, because I'm going to suck your dick like I'm mad at it. Oh, look. Your mom's here.
Mom's here.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
What a fun surprise.
A pleasant surprise. What a fun surprise. What a fun surprise that Plungy Wungy is here and still here so long. Plunge, it's a problem. Like, let's be real. It's a problem. It's an issue. I feel like at some point this stops being about you supporting the channel and becomes sort of like a hostage situation. I feel like somehow you're being coerced into doing this. I don't feel great about that. I'm not stopping it, but, you know, I don't feel awesome about it. Again, not stopping it. Don't feel great about it. But again, to be clear, not stopping. So let's take a look at what this even is. Here's the manual for Gold Rush. I've never heard of this game before. I've certainly never played it before. But Stockholmy Womy syndrome, that's funny. Anybody want a sip of the pumpkin spice protein shake? Little pumpkin spice protein. Not bad. You're like, no thanks. I get enough protein from I was gonna say something dirty, but I'm not going to. Shame. The first true gold rush began with the discovery of gold in California in 1848. Elsewhere, men abandoned their families, businesses, and some said common sense in order to head out to a remote little lone land where the promise of riches beckoned even the humblest and most inexperienced of pioneers. At least 250,000 men reached this land of plenty during the 5 years, 1848 to 1853, that comprised the gold rush proper, producing an extraordinary amount of gold valued in excess of $200 million. It's not really that much, but I understand. Although most were Americans, the gold seekers came from virtually every corner of civilized world, including China. No rush of such proportions, wealth, or pandemonium, no hysteria so unrestrained or so world-encompassed in its influence had ever been witnessed before. Improved means of communication, especially through widely circulated newspapers and the beginnings of modern transportation, such as clipper ships and ocean-going steamers, both contributed heavily to the magnitude and speed of the movement. Although many 49ers organized themselves into formally constituted companies before they left home, virtually all of these groups dispersed immediately upon reaching California. They were just like, yeah, we're going to totally be in this together. And then as soon as they got there, like, fuck you, it's my gold. These circumstances left the individual to work out his own destiny among foreigners in a strange land utterly unprepared to cope with the throngs of newcomers. Throngs. Although merchants and ship owners throughout the world quickly... Oh, wait, hold on. Come on, man. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Get over. Get over. Get over. Trying to get you the whole page here. Trying to get the true repulsive experience. Get the whole page of the manual. That's not working. Hold on. Hold on. Hold the phone. Look at me. I know how shit works. Although merchants and ship owners throughout the world quickly adjusted operations to serve this booming new market, food and supplies of most kinds were scarce, expensive, and subject to unsteady price fluctuations. Price gouging? What? Housing was primitive and high-priced in the towns and did not exist at the mines. So each individual was resigned to building his own home or pitching a tent. Society was constantly in flux, with crowds of restless gold seekers stampeding off when each new mining town was rumored to be rich, leaving many ghost towns in their wake. The news of the discovery took some time to reach the east. It came at first in rumors via ship around Cape Horn and up the Atlantic. Busy with their own aspirations, Easterners did not give much credibility to these whisperings in the early months of 1848. They had no time for exaggerated tales that were constantly coming from the unknown parts of the West. As a consequence, the first rush to the diggings were mostly comprised of local folk. The East was finally awakened to the rush when a letter from California Governor Richard Barnes Mason to the War Department announced there is more gold in the country drained by the Sacramento and San Joaquin rivers than would pay the cost of the late war with Mexico 100 times over. Oh my. Oh my. Thus the rumor became fact. Beyond any reasonable doubt, the gold was there for the taking. The mad rush of enthusiasm, no one considered the hazards of the undertaking. No one seemed to realize that to only a small percentage of prospectors would come the big payoffs. Fortunes were definitely made. Some men are said to have dug tens of thousands of dollars in a single week. This was particularly true at first, when the gold was found practically on the surface of the ground. In 1849, 10 million in gold was mined. In 1852, the yield peaked at $81 million. $81 million. It was only natural that those hearing such fairy tale success stories would believe them to be rule rather than the exception. However, the greatest diggings were rapidly cleaned out. Therefore, many of the prospectors received merely living wages from a day's work. Standing waist deep in icy river waters, their exposed skin baked by the scorching summer sun, these dreamers would labor washing heavy buckets of pay dirt and hope that someday striking the motherlode. Indeed, the treks westward took a heavy toll on those with little perseverance. Only the brawniest breed of men survived the hardships of the wilderness and the cruel elements, requiring superior physical strength. They're talking about me. These perilous journeys cruelly punished those of lesser fortitude, and many paid for their dream with their lives. Hey Knox, Gold Rush. Have you played Gold Rush before? I've never heard of it. It came up next on the wheel, and here we are. But it seems like you know what's going on. Fuck this AI assistant thing. I don't need that shit. It took a mighty tough character to survive the ravages of the West. Unfortunately, Jared Wilson wasn't one of them. A typical East Coast city slicker, Gerard, it's pronounced Gerard, would only dream of following in the footsteps of the great American legends who paved the way for the country's rapid growth and progress. Despite his aspiration, the only history Gerard seemed to be making was the news he wrote for the local paper. Not that Gerard's job was so bad. His hard work and determination had earned him quite a few promotions since his days as a paperboy. However, it would probably take another 20 years of even harder labor before he would reach the top of the company ladder. Gerard was patient, but he wasn't so sure he could hold out that long. Yeah, nothing like seeing a pretty gamer girl streaming on a Sunday. Heyo! I played Gold Rush. Did each of the 3 routes. There's 3 routes? Yeah, I don't know anything about this. There you go. We might have to have you be our little pointing us in the right direction kind of guy. Maybe it was his long lost brother's disappearance some years ago, or maybe just the call of the wild, but Gerard had an itch for adventure, a desire to follow into the rich tradition of his ancestors. Gerard not only wanted to discover the whereabouts of his brother, but he also longed to learn about the mysteries that lie beyond the borders of Brooklyn Heights, the only home he'd ever known. Was it just the sunset, or perhaps the glisten of gold on the horizon that beckoned Gerard westward? What does Gerard's future hold? Will he continue with the 9 to 5 routine, yawn, of a secure yet somehow unsatisfying career, or will he break free of his chains and head out west where the action is? Can we play a version of this, Knox, where we just stay at the newspaper where he works and don't go out west to mine for gold? His fate lies in your hands. Become Gerard Wilson and face the challenge of the California Gold Rush as you race against time and the perils of travel on a realistic simulation of life on the Wild West frontier. Immeasurable riches lie just 2,500 miles away. Good luck. No shit. Yeah, 3 paths to California. Okay, so you have to go to California. Got it. Sierra 3D animated adventure game, simply stated, is an interactive movie where you become the character. In this game, the main character is Gerard Wilson, a young gentleman preparing to seek his fortune in California. Okay, pack him up and head out. Basic instructions on how to interact with the game are included in this manual and the reference card enclosed. For those who are not sure what to do, there is a walkthrough included at the end of this manual. There you go. Yeah, they were like, we can Oregon Trail it, but how about with, it's not the Oregon Trail. How about it's like...
word Dick Sissel.
Aw, Emmy, I too like the word Dick Sissel. Happy Sunday morning to you. Keep a sharp eye. Various messages. Oh, yeah. Dancing on a Sunday morning. Booty shaking on a Sunday morning. Bop, 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 bop. The 2 ship routes are timed. The ship leaves, but the overland route is always available. Well, we can get on a ship or we can go on land. It seems like we've got a lot of possibilities here. And you know me. I like to plunge right in. So let's just do that. Why are we trying to say like,
oh, I'm gonna figure it out, and I'm gonna make the perfect little game, and I'm not gonna make any mistakes.
Shh, Emmy, it's a secret. It's a plunge secret birthday. We're only doing this because it's like a secret birthday stream for Plungy. Not a real birthday stream. Which? Scum, where are you? Oh, you guys are missing all of this exposition. Hold on. I can't have you miss all of this. That's unfair. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. You're like, oh boy, I bet this is going to be great. Ba, 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 ba. Oh, hold on, your auto mod got you. I have no secrets. Yeah, Plunge has no secrets. He doesn't even have a secret channel. Fuck you, auto mod. What did you get auto modded for? Why are you fucking us out of content? Why are you fucking us the shit out of fucking content, Ops? What the shit? All right, here we go. Here comes content. The McNeil Brothers Software Development and the McNeil Computer Company and Sierra are proud to present Proud to present the life and times of a great American hero, Garrett Wilson. A young, ambitious city slicker born and raised in urban America. Quite frankly, he's perfectly prim and proper, caught in the trap of 9 to 5. Is this all life has to offer? There has to be more. This man is ready for action. As of this moment, no longer will he accept only dreaming of adventure. Look, he took a tie off. Hey, Retro, how are you? Oh, look at him. He's got wood. He's making fire. Oh no, his cabin's on fire.
No, I'm afraid I just blew myself.
Oh my god, this game might be awesome. Is he gonna fall off the ship? That would be funny. Fall off the ship. Fall off the ship. Fall off the ship. I knew it. Oh, swinging in the jungle. Leisure Suit Larry Gold Rush Edition. Sing a secret birthday song to Secret Birthday Boy? I mean, isn't this enough of a birthday song for you? Now, Susanna, oh plungy, it's your day. You're 21 years old, now you can drink all day. Oh, plungy, plungy, you're 21 years old today. You can now drink the alcohol and say that you aren't gay. I mean happy, but if you're gay, that's cool too. You can drink the booze and say a thing about being a birthday dude. You know what they say, Mind Slug, there's no wrong time to come. But welcome in. So here we are, Brooklyn Heights, New York, 1848, before the gold rush. So here we go. Let's plunge right in. The first thing we're going to do is save. Let's gold rush right in. Look! There are many houses in Brooklyn, but this one has a special place in your heart. Fuck, man. No one can hear you at this distance. Can I get hit by the cart? Look, cart. There's no wagon in sight. Look, house. When you were a young boy, just after moving to Brooklyn, your father built this house with his own 2 hands, as opposed to someone else's 2 hands. I never understood that expression. It is one of the few things he left to remind you of him. May not be the nicest or best kept house in the neighborhood, but you value it more than a mansion. Gotta go shower. Aww. Open gate. You try to open the gate, but discover it's locked. I have a house key and $15 in cash. Unlock gate. Unlock door. Nice. Whoa! Whoa! So this is a big fucking deal. Look at this. They have the bigger icons for like, when was this game made? Elapsed time 55 seconds. Okay. When was Gold Rush made? 1988. So look at just the ability to add like the bigger sprites for more detail. I love it with these old style. Like this is King's Quest 1 through 3 graphics. But to add just a bigger thing, like the bigger sprites for that little more detail, Ah, cheers to you, Gold Rush. Cheers to you, buddy. All right, let's look around. This is the main entryway. The living room is to your right. What's going on in the living room? In the living room, there is a desk in the corner and a table in the center of the room. So let's look at the table. This table was handcrafted by your grandpa. Resting on the table is an old family album and a lamp. Hey, you owe me a sip dance, Pesty. Remember you promised to do a yogurt dance. What was my yogurt dance that I promised? Refresh my memory. Look, album. Memories, memories, memories. Every time you look at this album, it brings back memories. The album begins with your painting of your father and his best man, Mr. Quayle, the bank president, shaking hands after the wedding. You can't help but remember the help Mr. Quayle was during the years after your parents' death. He raised you and your brother Jake until you could live on your own. Here's a painting of your older brother Jake when he was just a baby. You often think of Jake, wondering where he is and what he's doing. And just across the page is a painting of you. You must have been about 18 months old. And finally, you see a photo of your entire family together. You remember the excitement of posing together in front of the camera. This is a very, very special photo to you. Take album. Take photo. You carefully remove the family photo from the album. It's a very important photo to me. Look, lamp. It's an ordinary lamp. Take lamp. You have no need for this lamp. Turn on lamp. What do you mean? Use lamp. What do you mean? All right, fuck you. Light lamp. What do you mean? All right, what? Okay. Take a sip, then dancing around like you're in a 90s yogurt commercial. Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay. Yeah, we can do that. Hold on. Mine is when I was around 3 years old, standing in the doorway crying because I didn't want to go to kindergarten. You went to kindergarten at 3 years old? You're a genius. You're a fucking genius. All right, here we go. Ready? Say, some people say that when you've got a case of the brownies, you need something to bubbly up your mood. Now introducing Bubbly Seltzer. Now with crack cocaine. Feel that refreshment. I feel so bubbly, so light and bubbly. All of my it only works temporarily. Keeps asking me about this stupid lamp. Why won't it let me light a lamp? I don't get it. Anyway, let's look at the desk. Can you smash the chair back there? Smash? Over what? Over whom? Light lamp as if you were a Daventry princess entering a cave about to be chased by a troll. Perhaps there's a small little piece of flint on the side that you can use to light your way. Look, desk. This is a roll top desk. Yeah, no shit. Open desk. Open a drawer. You have looked in these drawers thousands of times before and have never seen anything interesting. Well, go fucking eat a dick then. I don't know what to tell you. Look. You never cook, but you can't forget the meals your mother prepared here. I never cook? How do I eat? What happens when you close the desk? Ah. Crumpled, slightly faded, and wedged between the slats of the roll top is what appears to be a misplaced bank statement. Bank statement. Ooh. You retrieve the crumpled bank statement from between the slats of the roll-top desk. Let's look at the bank statement. This is your handwritten quarterly statement from Brooklyn Bank. Upon examining it, you notice that your account number is 87 and that you have $200 in your account. 87. Like Plunge 87? It's all coming together. Plunge is a conspirator. Okay. Well, Plunge 87 has this much money in his account. Good to know. What's in here? This is the only bedroom in the house. The only thing in the bedroom is a bed. As a child, you and Jake slept in the attic. This is your bed. Search bed. Look under bed. I know how these games work. You see nothing but a dusty floor. Is there anything I need to do in here, Knox? Anything else going on? You're in a closet. Look, closet. Technically, search bed gave the correct response as you found your bed. In years past, this closet was bulging with all kinds of useful things. Now it's a place used to store things you don't need. Truly a closet. All right, well, now what? Oh, the game died. And that was it. Hey, guys, that was Gold Rush. I hope you enjoyed it. Game just literally noped out. That was funny. Cool. Cool. Alright, well, we're looking around, I guess. We're searching. Talk, man. You say to Mr. Quail, it's Mr. Quail. Sometimes I think something terrible might have happened to Jake. I really wish I knew how he was doing. Mr. Quail replies, I have this feeling he's fine, and someday you will be reunited. Don't give up hope. Okay. Wait, what? Hold on. Is this guy gonna hit me? Hit me! Hit me with the cart! Ah, it doesn't work. Also, you can do sell house, and a buyer will come by outside the house. What do you mean sell house? Like I can just write into the world sell house? Wait, what? That's not how it works. You don't just you don't just you don't just stand outside your house and a person comes. Yeah, that is most certainly not. I want to get hit by the wagon. That's not how house selling goes. Ah, there we go. It would behoove you to move yourself out of the way of these wagons. All right, well. Sell house, apparently. Apparently that's how you do some things. Oh my god, this game is ridiculous. I want to do the Oregon Trail way to get to California. I don't want to get on a boat. So do I just stand here and wait for someone to come? How does that work? Yoga? Yoga's great. Yoga's excellent. I'm a huge yoga fan. Start my morning with it, even when I don't remember to put it on a stream. So what do I just stand here and then somebody buys the house? How does that work? Fuck, look at that old flexible fuck. Fuck. Oh, yeah. The buyer interested in your house couldn't find you. Too bad for you. So it's like a lemonade stand. In the 1840s, it was like, I wish to sell my house. Come and do it. Oh, here's a guy. Look, he's got money in his hand. House selling 101. Hello, I'm just here with a house for sale. You gonna get hit by that car? No? Hello. The real estate man says you are fortunate to own such a fine piece of property. I like this property and am willing to pay you top dollar. Will you accept $850 in cash for your house? Yes. Congratulations! Property values are at a premium. You have conducted a prime sale. You are sad that your house is gone, but you'll always have the memories. As you give the real estate man the keys to your house, you say, Mr. Quail will come by to pick up my personal belongings. Well, that was easy. I hope I didn't fuck that up, but whatever. Now what? You are sad that the house is gone, but also fuck it. This is the downtown Brooklyn Park. The gazebo and flowers catch the eye of those that walk by. Yeah, seriously. Just get a time machine and go back 200 years. You get a house. You get a house. You get a house. You get a house. The Brooklyn Bank and the post office. Let's see what's going on in the post office. I like that they have these people kind of like walking around. That's kind of dope. You come to the post office often. There is a counter between you and the mailboxes. I guess I gotta check my mailboxes. Sorry, we're only looking for the most expensive followers. Expensive followers. Thank you. I guess I can ring the bell. You can ring my bell. Ring my bell. Check my mail for me, bitch. Good news, Jared. You have a letter. He places the letter on the counter. Fantastic. Take letter. Read letter. I can read. Oh, the letter isn't open. Open letter. Fucking bullshit. Read letter. Jared, this letter is of great importance, and you will find, as you will find, I live in the area drained by the American River. Today I came down to bury Pa. You will want to come here quickly. Only you will understand. Farewell, Jake. P.S. Bring something from home so I will know it's you. What? It's a letter from my brother? I'll sell the house I just bought and get followers. I need to check for coupons. This is the letter from long-lost brother Jake. There are some interesting holes in it that look like they have been cut intentionally. Okay. Use letter on picture. I don't know what to do. Missing bro. Whoa. There's something with the stamp of the letter. Look, letter. Look. Envelope. The envelope is tattered from traveling across the continent. There is no return address, but there is a postmark and a stamp. Look, stamp. There's one of the first adhesive stamps ever. You notice a lump under the stamp. Move stamp. You peel back a corner of the stamp and find a gold flake. Jake has found gold! Look. Postmark. Difficult to read, but you are able to decipher Sutter's Fort. Jinkies. Why, this game is crazy. Excuse me, that window is closed. Oh, well, beg your pardon. How may I help you? Take money. Okay, Jared, what's your account number? 87. Like plunge 87. Here you go, $200. Alright, well now because we're here, rob bank. My oh my, aren't we creative? The president of this bank made the last person who tried that very sorry. That's it? They were just like, well, you could try and rob the bank, but that's not gonna work. Oh, hello. It's a lady. Talk lady. The man says, watch it, boy, I'm not a lady. That's fucked up. I don't know where I'm walking to or where I'm walking from. Oh, Jared, where you walking, boy? There are 2 stores near here. Okay. What are the stores? Where am I even going? Randy's Hardware and the grocery store. Whoa. Look at all this shit. There are picks and shovels on the back wall. That's it? Not even looking, you detect a sack of fertilizer nearby. There's something I can do. 23-year-old girl from Cali tells Plungy happy birthday. Imagine how many plebs we can hire with this money.
Okay, guys, so I have been told that today is a very special birthday for one of my 3.6 million followers. And as you know, when you are a tier 17 level gold subscriber to my OnlyFans page, you're able to get 1 request a month for a shout out for anyone. So someone has shouted out their friend Plunjay87 and said that it's a happy birthday for them. So happy birthday, Plunjay87. Woo!
This week on Zenora, Queen of Battle, Zenora and Janelle infiltrate the palace.
We can't be spotted. We'll have to wear these harem girl negligees.
And Janelle learns a new fighting technique.
Zenora, we can't defend ourselves with just these fluffy pillows.
Of course we can. Let me show you.
All on the next
Zenora. All on the next Zenora. Okay, well, we can.
Stop. My penis can only get so erect.
Buy goods. We may be the best, but we don't have goods. Buy rope. Your account balance is adequate. I'll charge your account. Buy lantern. What am I supposed to buy? I mean, I could buy everything here. Look in store. Buy shovel. Buy pick. Buy wheelbarrow. Buy banana. What did I buy? I bought rope. I bought a lantern. I bought a shovel. Is that it? Is that all I need to buy? I don't know. Well, that's what I bought. Depends on what route you're going. Hello. Good day, sir. What can I do for you? Buy food. Need to be more specific. Look around and see what there is to buy. Look food. This is the best grocery store in town. There is a lot to look around, so feel free to look around. Yeah, I want to look around. I'm like looking at the food and it's like, okay, here's the food. No, motherfucker, tell me the food. Look bins. Buy fruit. Tell the young man at the counter when you want to buy something. Look barrel. Look barrel. How do you spell barrel? There are 3 barrels full of various types of flour. Great. Buy fruit. Well, sir, I see you're gonna buy barrel. Buy flour. Buy flour. Very well, sir. I see that your account is a positive balance. I'll put that on your account. Yes? Newman continues, I've heard rumors about gold in California. I figured since you work at the newspaper office, you might know if they were true. You answer to the best of your knowledge. At this time, the rumors are just that, rumors. That's what I thought, but if they're true, and I hope they are, I'll be on my way today. I see. Interesting. It also has an elapsed time. I don't know what that has to do with anything. You said I need a mosquito net. Do I need fertilizer as well? At some point, Gold Rush is announced. Okay, well, I don't get the mosquito net, so I'ma die. But there you go. A little malaria is good for everybody. Stage travel. I like that you can only get so much. That's nice. Hi. How may I help you, Jared? Talk to man. Ask about stage. Yeah, I can type. By stage. Travel. No, nothing? Alright, fuck him. Well, there's a ferry to nowhere. Cool. Oh, Susanna. I'm typing 33 because my numlock isn't working, and that's so good to me. There's a livery. Good. Here's coach. I guess here's where I would buy my thatched wagon of some kind. Who the hell knows? This game is crazy. You can definitely get kicked by that horse in the livery. I hope so. That horse. Oh, man. You have determined that walking behind a horse is hazardous to your health. Hell yeah. I finally found the higher speed, which is good. Hi, Jared. Please wait outside. I'll be right out to help you. All right, I'm waiting outside. Buy horse. These horses are not for sale. What can I help you with today? Buy horse. Buy wagon. What do you mean? Talk, man. Okay. Well, this game is not. It's. I think you can buy a ticket for the overland route there. Yeah, but again, why they're not making anything clear at all? You know, why would that be where you would get it? But anyway. Let's see what else is still here. Just want to explore, make sure I'm not missing anything. That's a big ass boat. I assume that's where I would go for that fruit. I definitely bought the hint book for this one back in the day. I believe you. The warehouse? I thought that was just a place where you would go and... It's a mortal sin? Oh, did I lose points for walking on the grass? That's funny. Is there a... Where's the newspaper where I work? -3 points. Get the fuck out of here. Oh, okay, yeah, there is a way to walk south here. Here it is. That looks official. A graveyard. Maybe I can visit my parents. Although this is painful, you visit the cemetery occasionally. You have loved ones buried here. Oh, that's cute. Nice little view. Some graves have flowers on them. Should I steal some flowers? Do I get anything but points for looking at the grave in the back? Oh, okay, so it is a circle. I got it. The letter on the headstone. Well, that's cruel. So what do I do here? Oh, I guess my office is upstairs. This is the Brooklyn Evening Star business office. The family trade was carpentry, but this is the business that has always been interesting to you. You have your own office, make a decent wage, the boss is pleased with your work, and you like the people you work with. But what more could a person want? Yeah, exactly. Look, desk. Look, desk. There's a plain desk with a blotter on it. Open drawer. Is there anything to do here? That's it? Just like selling a house, I just have to say, quit job. You better talk to your face-to-face with your boss about that. Which one's my boss? He looks important. Your boss is shocked by your decision. He says, but Jared, you're one of the best. He continues, but a man has to do what a man has to do. I wish you the very best, Jared. We'll miss you around here. That's literally not what would ever happen. That is not a thing that would happen. Well, Jared, you tried your best, and we're happy for you moving forward. We interrupt this game for a very important announcement. President Polk has confirmed the reports of discovery in gold in California. The rush is on. The rush is on. Gold rush now. Use letter on grave. Read grave. damn, they died young. Use letter with grave? Use letter. An interesting idea, but it won't work here. An interesting idea, Knox. But it won't work here. So maybe I have to read grave, use letter. No. Use dog as mailbox. Dog is not understood. Oh, so it's not yet? Okay. I was about to say, that's a bit of a stretch. To be like, you're going to go and find your parents' grave, and then he's going to know exactly where the holes line up to, like, get there? I don't fucking think so. Alright, so let's get on a wagon. Let's get on... So what do I buy a ticket? How does that work? Buy ticket. The midget says, the midget. So the gold in California is luring you away from Brooklyn. You surprised me, Jared. I'm thinking about heading west, but all I'm giving up is the life of shoveling manure. You have something to lose. But anyway, Jared, I can't help you yet. I don't sell tickets. What? Well, what the shit fuck? Yeah, there's a hint of something suspicious buried with the holes, and I buried Pa when he was obviously buried there. What does an agnostic insomniac dyslexic do? What does an agnostic insomniac dyslexic do? He stays up all night wondering if there's a dog or not. That's very funny. That's very funny, Mons. Very funny. Oh, from that place, one screen to the left, he doesn't sell tickets? He does. Oh, this guy. Didn't I buy a ticket already? Buy ticket. You're going to be just so aggressive of him, Jared. You should have come seen me sooner. It seems like everyone is heading west to California. Personally, I think you're all crazy to think there's gold for the taking out there. But I can see you've made up your mind. I can get you as far west as Independence, Missouri. There you'll join the wagon team heading west. Just a short while ago, a ticket to Independence was cheap. But ever since the discovery of gold in California, prices have gone sky high. Now it will cost you $950. Get the fuck... No. Hold on. I think I have everything. The only thing I didn't do was quit my job. Do I need to quit my job? I should probably quit my job. What do a dog and eagle have in common? The letter G. They're both dogs except for the eagle. I mean, that's like, hold on. That's like a joke my son told me. It's like, why did the skeleton stay home from school? Why? Because he had a cold. What? Like, I know it technically is a joke, but my favorite joke is still, a man goes to the doctor and the doctor says to him, you need to stop masturbating. The man says, why? And the doctor says, so I can examine you. Buy ticket. Till now, you never realized how busy this man was. I knew it the instant you walked through the door, Jared. You have decided to head west. The furthest west I can get you is Independence, Missouri. There you will join a wagon team heading west. And the cost of the ticket of Independence is $200. You interested in the ticket? Yes. It'll be $200 cash, please. Give cash. Tickets will get you to Independence, Missouri, Jared. So now I'm about to give you some information you might find helpful later. So listen up. A cunning linguist and a master debater. I've enlisted you as a member of the Long Island Joint Mining and Stock Company. You should be able to locate the company once you arrive in Independence. What's up? In the little bone. Yeah. Let's take a look. BRB. Gold Russian. There are two potatoes in the oven. The first potato says, help me, I'm burning. The second potato says, talking potato. I have enlisted you as a member of the Long Island Joint Mining and Stock Company. You should be able to locate the company once you arrive in Independence. Long Island Joint Mining and Stock Company. To get started, show this ticket to the man at the livery stable. Have a safe trip. Good luck. All right. Going out west. Show ticket. Day driver says you need to show it to the short man. Oh God, again with the midget. Show ticket. The midget says, so you believe these rumors about the gold? I hope you strike it rich. Hey, Harry, bring that stage on over here. Get in stage. Get closer. I'm closer. Oh, get closer on the other side. Get in stage. The lamp asks the toasters, hey, do you know the direction of the light bulb store? The toaster says, I can't, I'm a toaster. Stop it. Stop. Stop it. All right, who's ready for some typhoid? Gonna get the typhoid. Typhoid. Y'all ready for typhoid? Who's ready to die? Me. You still lack something small but valuable that you will need in California. What? You have 44 points out of 60 points possible so far. Keep trying. Wait, did I just lose? I still lack something small and valuable that I'll need in California. What? What will I need in California? So it just ends the game? No, I'm alive. I'm fine. It walks into a bar, an iron bar. It's a gold coin in the gazebo. Why will I need a gold? Anyway. Your first stop on your beautiful journey is to beautiful Buffalo, New York. Well, let's go back to the gazebo. Who would think that there's a gold coin in, like, what are you talking about, gold coin in the gazebo? Get the fuck out of here. Like, now you're going to be poring over this game like a crazy person because you're missing some small thing. So now you're going to the store just being like, what am I missing? What am I missing? What am I missing? Yeah, Buffalo's not awesome. Look. This is the downtown Brooklyn Park. The gazebo and flowers catch the eye of those that walk by. Look, gazebo. Remember playing around the gazebo as a child? You would lose your candy through the wide cracks in the gazebo floor. Look, crack. You see the sparkling of something shiny. Ah, yes, a cloaker look reveals a gold coin under the gazebo. Take coin for some reason. You stretch your arm as far as humanly possible. The gold coin is almost beyond your reach, but finally you're able to grasp it. Look, coin. It's a mint condition, uncirculated 1848 solid gold coin. Why does... Okay. I had to transfer buses downtown New York to get to gun-free Canada. There were guns everywhere. Everywhere, Ceci. Yeah, I didn't see flowers anywhere. That's all right. Give ticket. All right, here we go. Try number 2. Why I need a gold coin is anyone's guess, but there we go. Gonna strike it rich, y'all. Everyone laughed at me. Everyone. Well, who's laughing now, huh? Nobody. I do like that they break it out into tiny little bits where it's like, hey, of all the things you could have done here, freshly squeezed buffalo OJ with huevos bufaluros. Keep trying. You're trying your best. Your first stop on your journey is beautiful Buffalo, New York. Beautiful. You gladly get off the stage at Buffalo and embark on the Great Lakes steamer. Lake Erie, Cleveland, Toledo, Detroit, Lake Huron. Well, you're certainly taking the long way around, huh? Lake Michigan. That's a big old steamer. In Chicago, a city with a whopping 20,000 inhabitants, you disembark the Great Lakes steamer only to board another water-going vessel, a canal boat. This will take you to Peru, Illinois, a ride of about 100 miles. Yeah, it would also say something like your work colleagues are waiting for you despite your leaving. So, okay, so it would. This is one of those games where it's like, it'll let you know after the fact the things you forgot to do. Buffalo steamer. After Peru, the next leg of your trip will be aboard a river steamer which will take you to St. Louis via the Illinois and Mississippi rivers. Jeez Louise. It may seem unbelievable, but you have to change steamers again in St. Louis. You are glad to discover this will be your last boat ride, not knowing that in a few short weeks you will long for a relaxing boat to ride. You board another steamer in St. Louis and ride about 390 miles up the Missouri River to Independence, Missouri. Hurry up and wait. You'll be in Independence in approximately 2 days. You don't look long before you find the Long Island Joint Mining and Stock Company camp set up just north of Independence. With a great deal of anticipation, you enter camp. Let's go camping. Whoa, look at me. There's no one close enough to talk to. This guy is right here. Talk, man. Man sitting on a log says, "Hello, youngster. I'm glad to see we've got some young blood along this trip. We're going to need it." Talk, man. Pig roaster says, "I've got me a pig roasting on that spit. Kindly wait for the sink to teat into it." Camp of the Long Island Joint Mining and Stock Company. From the north edge of the camp, there is a great view of the Missouri River and the plains. Talk, man. This man is useless. He's sound asleep. Useless, I tell you. Talk, man. Find the man who appears to be the leader of this company. Introduce yourself to him. "Excuse me, sir. My name is Rod Wilson. I'll be going to California with you." "Welcome to the Long Island Joint Mining and Stock Company, Gerard," hellos this seasoned-looking man. "It is great to have you join us." "Great! My name is Captain Buddy." "That's right, Captain Buddy. I'm going to do everything within my power to take this company safely across the country to California." "Before we get too far, Jared, there's something you need to know. The company fund is running low. I'm asking all of the company members to contribute everything they can so that we can all make it to California as soon as possible." Man is engaged with an intriguing conversation with the captain. All right, so of course they want money. So what can I contribute? Give money. You reach deep into your pocket, retrieve all of your remaining cash, and hand it over to the company captain.
On Zenora, Queen of Battle, a plan is hatched.
Zenora, what should we do?
We'll have to make them think we're enemies. Quick, fake a catfight.
Ah, my hair!
And a friendship is strengthened.
That catfight got me so dusty.
Here, let me give you a sponge bath.
All on the next Zenora.
All on the next Zenora. Was I supposed to give him all my money? Can I just give him some of my money? Or was I supposed to give him all of my money? Okay. We're about to find out. You're a bright-looking young man, Jared, and I have an assignment for you. When the plains are turning green from the growing grass and the mud is beginning to dry, we need to make haste to the riches in California. But in order to do that, we are going to need a fine team of animals to pull these heavy wagons. I'm charging you with the responsibility of obtaining these animals. The company fund will pick up the tab. Head south into Independence and find the teams, and report back to me when you have accomplished your mission. Animal Whisperer. Head south and go find some animals. "Hello, young greenhorn. What can I do for you today?" "Buy horses." This is what I have to offer you. Mules, young oxen, or mature oxen. Which would you like?" "Oh, which should I get? Mules, young oxen, or mature oxen?" Young oxen won't... Okay, so I'm guessing mules will not pull as fast, but they'll be reliable. Old oxen will die. Young oxen are temperamental, but maybe they'll last longer. So let's go young oxen. Man says, "These are very strong young oxen. I hope they will perform well for you when the going gets rough. I will deliver them to your company camp before nightfall." Report back to the captain that you have secured the team of animals and they will be delivered to camp later today. I trust you have selected the right animals to pull our wagons across the country. It's not mule. I have another assignment for you. It's up to you to determine when our company should head west. If we leave too early, the plains will be muddy and the wagons will sink into their wheels and the animals will not have enough grass to eat. But if we wait until the plains are fully green, it may be too late. Then we will face the gut-wrenching thought of encountering an early winter storm in the Sierra Nevada mountains. Report back to me when it's time to head west, Jared. So wait, when am I supposed to... How I'm supposed to wait, like, in-game time? Fuck, man. It's a beautiful day to just relax and read a good book. We're going to be tough in a few weeks, so I'm just enjoying every moment of this easy life. I think you go to another screen that's an overlook of the fields and stuff. Okay. Man continues, since we'll be traveling together, I'd like to give you something. Here, take this book. I'd like you to have it. You graciously receive it and say thank you. Look, book. The worn black leather cover. The pages are edged with gold. Read book. In the beginning, God, it's a Bible. And it's out of breath from chopping wood. Chop wood. Look, plains. The plains are still brown and muddy from the cold, wet winter. There is very little grass. Something, something, bears killed kids for calling a guy bald. Something, something, death cult. Yeah, I mean, it all sort of comes together. I think all this is irrelevant, too, because I'm, like, looking at this thing and I probably picked the wrong oxa. The plains are still brown and muddy. So do I just sit here with my thumb up my you-know-what? $16 and 33 seconds. Oh, wait till we get to 17 minutes? I don't know. Seems like one of those Sierra things where they'll be like, you have to just sit and wait. Ah, yes. Sitting and waiting. The best part of every Sierra game. I think you just keep looking into the description suggests it's right. Not sure what changes it. Okay, your keen eye has noticed the plains are growing greener every day. The mud is beginning to dry. That looks good to me. Mud is beginning to dry. Time to head west. It is 2,100 miles to California, but after only a few miles, your company, every other company heading west, realizes that the wagons are too heavy. You begin what will be the start of a continual process, lightening the wagons. The traffic is very heavy leaving Independence. There must be hundreds of wagons, usually pulled by 6 to 8 mules or oxen, on the trail. Trails become deeply rutted, making passage difficult. Wagon axles break, wheels fall off, wagons sink up to their axles in mud. If they cannot be pulled out, they are abandoned. 45 miles down the trail forks. To the south is Santa Fe Trail. To the north, the Oregon-California Trail. Very few take the southern route. It isn't long before the first Indians are encountered. First Indians, it's like a history lesson game. I like it. First Indians encounters are the Shawnee and Potawatomis. Much to the surprise of most travelers and disappointment by some, they are very friendly and helpful. They're called Native Americans. Sierra, get with the times. Crossing the Kansas River. They are now approaching the land of the Pawnee Indians. This is the tribe of Indians that is most feared by travelers. It is necessary to keep a keen watch at all times. The plain teem with buffalo herds of them stretching as far as the eye can see. Wildlife is extremely abundant. Good to see that it will always be that way. But the traveling masses do little to preserve their surroundings as they make haste to the west. While traveling the trail, you find that those who have gone before you have left a trail of litter and garbage. If there was no trail, you would have hardly noticed. You could just follow the trash. It is a sad sight. Also along the way, you find discouraged travelers heading back home in their wagons. Losers! The first major milestone is Fort Kearny. It was recently built by the U.S. Army to attempt to keep peace between the Pawnee and the Sioux Indians. Travelers look forward to Fort Kearny for various reasons. Some just want a place to mail letters. Others are interested in how many others have passed before them. Leaders want information on the condition of the trail ahead. The trail is wide and easy to traverse. The Platte River provides an ample supply of water. Between Fort Kearny and Fort Laramie, I know how to speak, around 17 miles per day. Good average. The upward slope is so gentle that the animals barely feel the grade. Discarding those unnecessary items in Fort Kearny really paid off. The captain advises the rest of the company that this will be the easiest part of your trip, so you had better enjoy it. Due to the lack of wood to burn for the fires, the common fuel substitute is buffalo chips. Gross. They burn well if they are dry. If they are damp, they smoke a lot. If they are wet, they are next to fireproof. One of the main obstacles between you and Fort Laramie is the crossing of the South Platte River. What makes this crossing so difficult is that the riverbed is like quicksand. Trail ahead will take the company the most prominent landmarks of the trek and also of the West. Ash Hollow, Courthouse Rock, Chimney Rock. All along the way, the wagons have been getting lighter, but climbing the gentle slopes of the northern Platte, your captain finds it necessary to lighten the load even more, and you're thrown into jail where you're killed. The captain also takes note of the need to increase the care given to the animal team. There is much tough terrain ahead. Fort Laramie is another military station along the way to that weary travelers long to reach. Once they arrive, many meet with great disappointment. They are unable to acquire many of the articles they desperately need, such as fresh animals to replace those that have died along the way, or those that will not last much longer. You could have all the money in the world, and it would just be useless. They just aren't available. Brutal. Leaving Fort Laramie, the scenery changes abruptly. From the gentle slopes of the plain, you are now traveling on the sandy, steep trails leading into the hills called the Black Hill because of the dense growth of juniper and pine. It is now obvious that many wagons on the trail are still extremely overloaded, and they have been abandoning all unnecessary items in mass quantities. Abandoned articles consisting of bacon, sugar, camping equipment, cooking utensils, clothes, household furniture, stoves, gridirons, carpenter's tools, blacksmith anvils, crowbars, drills, augers, gold washers, chisels, axes, trunks, spades, plows, Large grindstones, baking ovens, kegs, and barrels are everywhere. Gross. One company, once in the Black Hills, finally discarded an entire sawmill they planned to operate in California. Yikes. Anything of any value that was discarded was usually ruined in some way so that successive travelers would not be able to use the item. They're out on a walk now, Casey. As for your company, the captain orders that every item that isn't essential to the trip must be discarded, no matter how small. Fortunately for you, the solid gold coin you brought with you from Brooklyn was in your pocket, so you still have that. The letter from your long-lost brother Jake was in your hip pocket, along with the gold flake under the stamp, so that was still with you. Your family photo fits in your pocket, so that isn't discarded. The company decides to allow you to keep the Bible, just in case someone needs it later. Everything else is thrown from the wagon beside the trail. Jesus. Everything? I got rope and pickaxes and shovels. None of that stuff gets to stick around? So I didn't need to buy any of that shit, is what I'm hearing. No fruit, no flour. The only way to cross the North Platte River is by ferry. The line of wagons waiting to cross the river sometimes reaches 20 miles in length. Bye-bye, rope. Impatient companies cut down trees and make their own rafts for their wagons. BRB, I forgot to bring my emotional support dysentery. Hey, degenerative AI, how are you? Welcome in. Yeah, don't forget your cholera. The scenery changes once again. The Lambsjake is barren and dotted with sagebrush. This desert-like region has few wildly scattered ponds, most of which are poisonous pools of alkaline water. Gross. There is a gruesome sight to see, the result of one of your animals partaking of the poison. Surrounding these alkaline ponds, the sage bushes are outnumbered only by animal carcasses. Gross. It is welcome relief to pass from the alkaline territory into the region of Sweetwater River, where the water is just like that. Sweet! At the west end of the Sweetwater Valley, the trail crosses a broad plateau to South Pass, the halfway point of your cross-country trek. Halfway? Short break from the seemingly never-ending toil of crossing the country is taken at South Pass to celebrate reaching the halfway point of your journey, which coincides with the Continental Divide. You are now on the Pacific side of the Rockies. Well, all right. Doom, 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 doom. Your wagon train is now entering the arid stretch of land. It will be 50 miles before you or the animals will be able to taste the refreshing, cool water of the Green River. Every container is filled to the brim with the life-giving water that will be so valuable for the next few days. The trail across the desolate wasteland is strewn with dead oxen. The animals, as well as you, are parched and desperately in need of water. The captain billows a command, and the animal team comes to a halt. You are at the top of the steep hill overlooking the Green River. Ooh, what's going on here? Green River. There's no one nearby. The wagon begins to move, so you jump on board to avoid the long walk down the steep hill. But the only reason the wagon is moving is because the animals are very, very thirsty. The animals give it everything they've got to get to the water as quickly as possible, and they are taking you with them. Oh boy. Was I supposed to be navigating these animals? Okay, well, I'm going to change the speed to not fast then. The wagon begins to move, so you jump on a board. Let's try this again. Oh. Well, what am I supposed to be? How am I supposed to steer them? don't get what I'm supposed to be doing. Like, I'm moving, but I don't see anything moving as a result of me moving it. I think you have to unhitch the wagon train when it's on top of the hill. Unhitch wagon. That is a brilliant idea. As thirsty as these animals are, they would have pulled the wagon along with everyone inside over the edge of the steep hill. You're responsible for saving the animal team, the wagon, and the lives of your fellow company members. You are to be commended. Thanks. So there's no way to, like, actually navigate. You gotta type in real time. Oh, so that's it? They just come down and then they're like, cool, we were thirsty. Now we'll just pop back up. Thanks. It's disguised as an arcade sequence. It is disguised. Just saying. When the oxen return refreshed and ready to go, you assist in hitching the wagon. It looks like the company is ready to attempt the steep hill. Oh, now I get to do it. Oh, now it is an arcade sequence? I don't know. Well, how the fuck am I supposed to start this thing? What's the magical command for me to go? Tokyo drift down the mountain? That's good. Oh, I just have to wait. The wagon has no brakes. Invert wagon wheels. Use brake. Slow wheel. Apply brake. The wagon has no brakes. Lock wheel. Using your Yankee ingenuity. What? You put the chains through the wagon wheels to keep the wheels from turning. The wagon starts moving, so you courageously get on. Things are looking good. Look wheel. You notice some chain attached to the wagon next to each wheel. Use chain. So yeah, wrap chain on wheel. So yeah, how would you know to say lock wheel? It's weird. It's weird. Put chain on wheel. I tried. It didn't work. Congratulations. I don't know what you're congratulating me on, but thank you. During this section of the trail, the going gets tough. There are no rivers going your direction to follow. It is just seemingly endless miles of gravel, rocks, sand, dust, steep hills to climb, and difficult descents. As difficult as it is to keep on going, you have to keep these big wheels turning. Big wheels keep on turning. Gets slightly easier for a few miles as you follow the Bear River. This is a welcome relief. Proud Mary keeps on turning. Here the trail forks. The southern route is called Hudspeth's Cutoff. That route is slightly shorter as the crow flies, but it misses the stop at Fort Hall. Your captain takes you on the northern route towards the fort. Fort Hall! Loot that body, gotta loot that body, gotta loot that body, alright. After leaving Fort Hall, the company follows the Snake River through a portion of Idaho. Should we go? Idaho. A common landmark is Steeple Rocks, two pointed columns of rock prominently standing 200 to 300 feet in height. It is a relief for your captain to see this landmark come into view. He lets everyone know that the company is right on course. I wonder how many times he's made this trip. That's kind of crazy. Oh boy, now Nevada. From Steeple Rocks, your team continues westward. About 90 miles west of Steeple Rocks, you encounter the Humboldt River. The Humboldt River is a real lifesaver. It is more like a mud ditch than a river, but it preserves life through 300 miles of arid, hostile wasteland. Tombstones of unfortunate travelers and carcasses lie everywhere along the trail. Gross. Although the Humboldt River supplied water to people and animals passing by, there are now other factors to challenge the company. Fatigue is taking its toll on people and animals who must walk day after day after day, breathing dust and pulverized dung. The continual complaining of company members is adding even more tension. These bitches is what's happened. Some weird rumple noises in the back, sort of like it's trying to filter a noise out, but not really. Rumple noises? That might just be the rumpling that's going on upstairs with the running going on from the knuckleheads upstairs. There were also diggers, Indians of the Shoshone and Paiute tribes. The diggers steal and kill the precious oxen or mules possessed by the traveling teams. Gold seekers who have lost their animals are also resorting to stealing animals from other companies. Yikes. Don't like that. Here, the trail forks again, requiring another decision on the part of your captain. The choices are the Lassen Cutoff or the Truckee route. Captain Buddy decides to take the Truckee route. You don't say, Captain. I think it'd be fun to go all three routes in this game, you know? See what the game has to offer. You, along with everyone else in the company, are now beginning to wonder why Captain Buddy selected the Truckee route. It takes you directly through a deadly desert, while the Lassen Cutoff avoids the desert completely. It is too late to go back. You'll just have to make the best of it and hope you survive. You are alone and stranded in the middle of the desert. What? Those young oxen, lacking the stamina of mature oxen, died a few miles into the desert. You've been walking for miles and are dying of starvation, thirst, and exhaustion. You can't go on much further. Oh no. Yeah, gotta. Seems that young oxen would be better, but these things aren't always as they seem. Well, excuse me, game. Sorry for not being a fucking mind reader. Fine. Mature oxen. Now I get to kind of speed run this at least. That's not the number of times I do. Maybe it's the number of times I come in and out of the screen. I think if you get mules, the Pawnee will attack and game over. Also, Bible Guy. What about Bible Guy? If you don't talk to Bible Guy, what happens? I think I think it's a time-based thing. Like I waited till 17 minutes and that's when it popped on last time. Let's try that again. Let's try for 17 minutes and see what happens. Let's try for 17 minutes and see what it does. Yeah, try for sound. Yeah, 17 minutes. Yeah, that seems a bit about right about a time. Let's go with 17 minutes there. Yeah, 17. Yeah, that's the right. Yeah, 17. That's the right amount of time there. 17. I think it's 17 minutes might be the right amount of time there. Yeah. Not 16:40, maybe 17, maybe wait another 20 seconds, maybe 20 more seconds, maybe 12 more seconds, 12 more seconds to wait, maybe 12 more seconds, maybe 7 more seconds, 7 more seconds, 7 more, 2 more seconds, 1 more second, 1 more. I hope to still be here in 17 minutes. Who knows? I might have won the game by then. Yeah, 17 minutes is the magic hour. 17 minutes is the ideal amount of time. And if you don't know that, then you don't know jack. All right, let's go fastest, because we don't need any of this. Beep, 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 boo, boo, doo, boo. Watch out, CC, and the kids are finally smiling such as Water V. She's a lady in red when everybody else is wearing tan. The flashy girl from Blushing, the natty named friend. Beep boop boop ba doop boop ba doop boop beep beep boop ba doop. A beep boop ba ba doop ba ba dee boop ba ba dee ba dee ba doop. All right. Yeah, once you kind of know what you're doing, I imagine you could sort of speed run this game a little bit. But I think I want to come back to it and try, if there's 3 different ways to get to California, I think it would be fun to try and find all 3 ways. Lock wheels. All right, now we're getting back to the desert. It really is a lot of care that they put into something like this. You can really tell with the graphics and everything. It's very nice. I like it a lot. All right, here we go. Now that we've got our mature oxen. You, along with everyone else in the company, are now beginning to wonder why Captain Buddy selected its... hope you survive. You are suffering from severe thirst and starvation. Life as you know it is nearly over. Unless you do something quick. Oh, God. Dying. There is an abandoned wagon near the desert trail. You see a barrel on the side of the abandoned wagon. Book barrel. From here, you aren't sure if the barrel is real or just a mirage. Look at my posture. There's no mirage. This is a barrel. Open barrel. You see some water in the bottom of the water barrel. Yeah, right. Drink water. Drink all the water that remains in the water barrel. But you still need something to eat or you'll surely die. Look. Wagon. There's an abandoned wagon near the desert trail. You see a barrel on the side of the abandoned wagon. Look in wagon. Oh, good. Discarded meat in a wagon. Take meat. Meat looks repulsive, but you are so hungry you eat every bite. Now you must try to catch up with your company. You're on your way again. Oh, yummy. Wagon meat. So there's only one land path and there's 2 boat paths. Looks like fun. I love how I'm the only one who's starving and dying of thirst. Everyone else is fine. It wasn't far from here that the Donner Party encountered the early winter storm. Just the thought of it sends chills up and down your spine. Now you are over the summit of the Sierra Nevada mountain range and are beginning to your descent into the Sacramento Valley. Just knowing you are getting close gives you a little more energy. Once you reach the Sacramento Valley, you get word from travelers who took Lassen's cutoff that the terrain was formidable. Perhaps Captain Buddy did make a wise decision. You also learn that the U.S. Army, in an attempt to prevent another catastrophe which would dwarf that of the Donner Party, has sent rescue teams to help those men, women, and children still on the trails in the Sierras. I think you also have to buy the ship ticket before the gold rush is announced, or it's too expensive to buy, forcing you to the overland route. Okay. So the ship is shorter, or maybe less factors are in there. You have 83 points out of 95 possible. Don't give up. I would never give up. Me? A quitter? Sutter's Fort. Oh, I'm here. I'm walking around. I'm like, what the fuck? Okay. Hi. Fuck, man. Lazy Guard takes one look at you and says, "You look as green as grass, stranger. I imagine you pulled into the fort. Let me give you a few pointers. You're welcome to take a tour of the fort, but there still are only a few folks that are hanging around here. Most folks have gone to the hills to look for gold. They hurried off and left their belongings unattended, but you ain't gonna find nothing useful. Seems like the only thing of use these days is a gold pan, a shovel, and a lantern, and a trusty mule." Burp. All right. It's an empty room. The guards watch the gates from when it's raining. You don't need anything here. Or do I? These are the guards' living quarters. Quick look into the mess and you've seen enough. You don't need anything here. I love how I just look like me, basically. I've got my beard and the hat on and everything. It's like, oh, this is what obsessive looks like, looking for gold. Cards of gate, you don't see anything here. Do. Just looking around the rooms and seeing things I need to steal. This is the Fort Granary. Seems logical folks would store their grain here. I need to store my grain here. Here's the Cooper's Workshop. Cast, barrels, and other items are repaired. You don't need anything here. Well, thanks for telling me all the things that I don't need, game. Boy, that's a big old graveyard. There's a lumber room. The wood here is cut at the sawmill in the town of Coloma. The room is filled with bunks. Many weary workers have slept here. You don't need anything here. Boy, did I lose this one fast. What's going on, Gran? How are you? Have you ever played this one before? Can't read the sign from here. Trading store for trading. And I lost it in an instant. What did you lose it on? Cabinets of every size and shape are made here. I forgot a gold coin, and then I bought the wrong mules, and then can't remember. But it's fun. This is an entryway to the weaving room. This is the fort's bakery. Failure to board the ship on time or something? Yeah, that sounds about right. There are 2 doors in sight. Your keen eye detects a sign on one of the doors and a hitching outpost. Book sign. Read sign. Open. Come on in. I did get run over by a wagon, and I had fun doing it. Talk, man. Clerk grins and says, I can tell by the way you talk, you're new to these parts. What can I do for you? Buy mule. Clerk says, my stock is running low. I don't have that. Bookshelf. This is the trading store at Centerport. The shelves are getting bare, but there's still some good stuff here, like gold pans, shovels, and lanterns. There's also a clerk here. Buy pan. Clerk looks at the shelves and says, there are a few pans left, but I'm not giving them away. You're gonna have to give me some gold in one form or another if you want to take anything out of this store. Give coin. It says, okay, I'll take that gold coin, and here's your gold pan. I wish you the best of luck. Shovel, lantern. Shovel. Okay, so I can pan, shovel, or lantern, and I guess gold pan? The pan's made of gold? Did I just fuck up there by buying the wrong thing? Gold pan? Give gold plate. Hey, Fresh Frontier, Gold Flake Light, I'll get you nothing. Perhaps you have something else. Hey, can I buy this? Hey, can I buy free? Can I have buy free, please? Look free buy. The office is empty. You don't need anything in here. Camp down races, sing that song, doo-dah, a-doo-dah. What is this? There'd be a lot to look here, but there's nothing of interest. Nothing of interest? Look at this thing. Room where supplies such as gunpowder, shot, and wines are stored. It keeps telling me what I do and don't need, but you just told me there's a room filled with shots and gunpowder and all this other stuff, and I don't need it. Administrator's headquarters of Sutter Fort. Things must be running smoothly because the office has been left unattended. Must be running smoothly because there ain't nobody here. And wine. Yeah. Like, I don't want some wine. Get the fuck out of here. Alright, is there a river somewhere? There's gotta be a river somewhere, somewhere. There's gotta be a river somewhere, somewhere. Use pan. Use pan. Need to be in the water. I am in the water. Don't tell me what I'm in or not in. Hey. What do you need? I know, what do you need it for? Oh, it didn't come with one? Alright. Whoa! Hold, please. All the hammers in the world. Fucking what the shit? How short my hair is.
You recording? Hi, my name is Johnny. May I have a seat, please? Oh, thank you very much. Have a good day.
No, no. No, I did. What kind of hitbox bullshit is that? And we're back. Let's see. Miles from Sutter Ford. What's going on here? Look, you are next to the American River. You notice a trace of a road. Use pan. Nothing. 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 So is it based on the screen? Like, is it based on the screen where you are, or is it the number of times you have to pan? Welcome back. The caps lock in the letter showed this is generally the ideal place. Great find in the American River. Great find in the American River. Yeah, I just wonder if it is gorgeous. They haven't repeated any scenes yet. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. And then they should be shifting too. So they alternate from different versions of themselves based on the games that I've played already. So when I play another version of Gabriel Knight, he'll go to a different version of him, and then Sunny, Leisure Suit Larry, the Quest for Glory person. Nobody's changed in King's Quest yet, so I can't change them, but Roger Wilco does. Shit. I found something. Gold. $37 worth of gold. Okay. So I just happened to stumble upon some gold. That's nice. Obsessive cast pulsive. So I guess I can keep panning for gold, and eventually I don't know why I'm going back to the fort. Oh do da day, oh do da day. Buy shovel. Give gold. Alright, I'll take some of that California gold you found and I'll give you this shovel. We both know everyone needs a shovel. Buy lantern. Give gold. Gold mine expert bonus? I don't know what that means, but I got a shovel. Look. Gold mine expert. I never heard of this thing that's in your inventory. I do love grinding parts of games. You can also dig around for gold on the land areas. Well, let me start over here. Welcome back. Well, you know, they need that ad revenue from me. Oh, man. Fuck. Man. I was over at Grub Gulch, and man, oh man, was there a ton of gold over there, says the miner. Grub Gulch. Rub Gulch. Panning or digging too close to another miner equals death. Oh, that's exciting. Hopefully I can get that to happen. Another $37. Oh, baby. I guess what's the limit of gold that I can pan? I think I panned 3. Maybe the max that you can get out of a spot that has it is 3. No, I would not. What do you need? I mean, we'll find out. Oh, so here's a panner. Okay, let me pan close to him and see what happens. Miner nearby shouts, "Hey man, you're panning in my claim. You'll hang for this." Not that way, you low-down slug. Walk straight ahead. Jeez Louise. Oh. You got any last words? Happy birthday, lunch. 87. Oh, that's another pity that your trip to California turned out like that, ain't it? Also happens the original version. If you don't answer the copy protection, what is the 4th word of the 2nd paragraph on page 17? Looks like he followed obsessive repulsive. Heyo. Alright, so it doesn't matter where you go. You get like 3 or 4 a pop. $337. I mean, I'm not saying I'm a millionaire. I'm just saying I'm a millionaire. So there's probably an amount. Oh, jeez. Can't go that way. No, $337. $337. I'm guessing what happens is eventually the entire river fills up with people and you can't pan anywhere. I mean, I'm just going to keep spamming it until I stop getting points. $532. Just saying. I guess 3 or 4 is the limit, but holy Nikes! Look at me making money. Each discovery is giving me a single point, so I'm just gonna keep doing that until it stops giving me points. I imagine that's when I'm rich, I'm fabulously well off, and incredibly humble. Gold mine expert bonus. Maybe it's just the more I do it, the better I get at it. That's the kind of thing. Two. This game's silly. Yeah, I tried to. I tried to look at gold mine expert bonus and it didn't show up. I never heard of gold mine expert bonus. I never heard of expert. You're just saying a bunch of words that don't exist, stranger. I wonder how many points you can actually get just spamming panning in the river. Nothing. Well, like you said, you can dig, right? So let's try digging. Dig. Nothing. Do I fall in a hole? It'd be funny if you just keep digging. Did it work? But you need what? Be gentle. No, like seriously, be gentle. Don't over tap it. You're gonna break something. All right, I'm just saying. It'd be great if there was any indication of like where. Oh, there you go. I was about to say. So far, only one per screen, it looks like. Does he just take all of my gold if I want to buy something? So it sort of makes no sense for me to keep digging, digging, digging if he's just going to take every piece of gold that I have for me to buy this lantern. Because I imagine that's the next step in the game, is to find this lantern and go. But let's find out. Because I actually have to wrap this up kind of quick. The doggy has an appointment with the doctor. Doggy, doggy, doctor. Oh, the lantern and the mule. I forgot the mule. Well, we can stop it here then. This has been great, but I'm definitely going to come back to this and keep playing it. I'm not going to spin the wheel. This is going to be a fun game to at least win and then play the other options as well. This is a real treat. What a Sunday morning treat for everyone. Happy birthday, Plunge87. I hope me being brutally murdered in front of you was something that made all of your birthday wishes come true. And to everyone else, enjoy the rest of your Sunday. And don't forget for tomorrow to catch the Ocean Shuffler, which is coming from Plunge87. I don't know what time it is, but check his Discord, and let's all tune in for that. In the meanwhile, have a good